Case Study 0004, Aquarium of the Dead, with super hot gay comedian Nate Todd, who is, by the way, 6'4" boys. Sea creatures in an aquarium become zombies after a scientific accident. All right. So I'm Nate.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
After watching Aquarium of the Dead?
Yes, that's right.
You know, I just feel like I definitely spent $4 on this film.
Oh, wow.
And
how does that make you feel? Is that like painful? Is that like
it just was like, you know, when you go eat somewhere and you're just like, my money went to this restaurant and they gave me food and I will never want to go to this restaurant again. I'm also upset because what I hate about things that I hate about films and society happened in this movie.
Oh,
which I will dive into as we go on.
Excellent.
I mean, or I could start now. I don't know.
Is there a specific point that you want to come to? Is this a broad general statement?
Maybe both.
Okay.
Well, no, I say specific point, which was, and I mean, we may have to like fact check, but like.
Oh no.
Okay,
we don't
good.
do that.
No,
here.
we don't need. There's no Wikipedia page on fact checking for Aquarium of the Dead. Okay, I'll just say it. All the black characters died.
You know what? That was weird for Asylum. Asylum puts people of color in like really big roles and like really high up status in their movies.
Okay.
And I noticed that too, and I was like, that's weird for Asylum.
Okay. I'm glad you said that.
But also, I will say that is odd for an Asylum movie, but I totally clocked that as well.
Okay. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. It was a little upsetting. Not gonna lie.
Well, let's get into it. Just like the movie, they just went straight for it. They were like, hey, let's do this.
Straight.
Here's a fucking shot of zombie juice. Shoot it into this octopus that was waiting for it for some reason.
With a doctor that has Tourette's or something.
Okay, are you...
I probably shouldn't say that because people do have Tourette's. They are good people, huh?
Yes, they are. Of course.
Well, she had something.
She had a weird accent that came and went and was very non-specific.
Yeah, and like caffeinated to hell.
Oh, absolutely. Do you listen to How Did This Get Made?
I do.
Okay.
I haven't... Wait, is there an episode on this one?
No, absolutely not. Obviously, this podcast that we're doing is heavily influenced by that.
Mm-hmm.
But that doctor, I had to actually Google if that was June Diane Raphael because I thought for sure that was her for the longest fucking time.
Oh my God. I love how her name in the movie is Karen and she has a Karen haircut. That was good. I'll give a point to the film for that.
Bing.
Oh my God.
Oh, and she got her ass slapped by that octopus.
Oh, man.
That, I guess, a zombie octopus? They're not really clear about it for a while.
Yeah. Reanimated?
It was sick and dead. And then slapped the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Bless.
And then kills the two other guys quite quickly.
Oh, yeah. It just like grabbed them and they were dead or something.
Yeah. Like, I thought she was dead.
Oh, yeah. For sure, because she got slapped like a fucking bitch. All right. And then the credit sequence. And I just would like to take this time as the credits roll in your mind to remind everyone that scientists know more about space than the ocean and its makeup and the creatures inside of it.
That is very correct.
Yes. Isn't that fascinating?
That is so cool.
That is terrifying.
It is.
But anyway, I digress.
I did go to the aquarium this weekend.
You did?
I did.
Was it in celebration of this movie?
You know, it was funny. I didn't realize that I went to the aquarium this weekend until I was watching this movie yesterday, and I was like, oh shit, I straight up went to the aquarium like 2 days ago. Not because of this movie at all, just because I had a friend that just moved to Chicago, and he wanted to go with his girlfriend. And I was like, I'll join. There were not. But it did allow me to think about what would happen if that happened at Shed.
Man, if it happened at Shed, it would happen fast because there's no 3 inches of anything. It's all like glass from 1800s.
Yeah, and like, I mean, you could definitely break out of that puppy pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We would all be dead if those fish were zombies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Which also... All right, I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Potential spam.
Okay,
so... And then there's... after the credit sequence, Vivica A. Fox is narrating the beauty and glory of this fucking amazing aquarium.
Oh, I didn't know that was her voice.
Oh, I just assumed it was.
I mean, that makes sense. Because they were like, she's the most expensive person on this movie.
Yeah, get your fucking money's worth.
Get a voiceover.
And they're like, we explore and celebrate and abuse and like, how can you, after, okay.
I wrote, The Shining Sea Aquarium. What the fuck? Like, what a name.
Yeah, right? It's half fucking Stephen King, half... Anyway, I wrote down, someone's never seen Blackfish. And it's me. I've never seen Blackfish.
Okay, me neither, because I don't like being sad.
Thank you! My mom just made me watch the Bob Ross documentary over the weekend, and I hated it because it was such a fucking bummer.
Was it?
Yes.
Wait, Bob Ross is sad?
His legacy is sad. Everything that happened after he died is sad.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
It's such a bummer.
Oh, jeez.
And my mom was like, it's so good. I learned so much. I'm like, yeah, about how everyone fucking sucks.
Oh no. Is Bob Ross a bad guy?
No, Bob Ross is amazing and awesome.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay.
I mean, he cheated on his wife, but...
Like, who doesn't?
Yeah. One of the artists was like, that's what everybody did in the 70s. And his wife's like, shut up. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so now we get to the lab and there's a dead dolphin and I wasn't really paying attention. Hannah.
R.I.P. Hannah.
And I think that lady's name is Miranda. I forget. I never wrote it down. But she's telling the one guy that they need to, quote unquote, recycle her.
Oh my God.
That's how you get mad cow. Not really because it's an aquarium and they eat each other anyway, but still. You know, it's so much.
Recycle. What's sad is that like took me 3 seconds when they said that. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna feed the dolphin to the shark.
Oh, that's
yeah, that's kind of rough. But
do we know how the dolphin died before we do that? Are we infecting the shark? Nope, no. Just recycle it.
Just recycle it.
Just fucking do it, dudes.
Like,
okay.
The doctor though, head girl. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anyone's name except for Vivica's.
I don't. Oh, it was Clue.
Was it Clue?
They kept calling. No, they kept calling her Clue, and it was something else. It was something longer, but everyone called her Clue for short.
Yes. Yeah, I literally only remember Clue and Hannah, the dead dolphin.
I mean, is anyone else worth remembering? Dude,
right? But yeah, the lead doctor.
Oh, we're gonna call her JDR.
JDR. Okay.
For June Diane Raphael.
Okay. Oh yes. Well, no, this is the other doctor, like the main character doctor.
Was she a doctor? I thought she was just like management. She was like.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if her name is Miranda, but let's call her Miranda.
Perfect. I love that.
Perfect.
She just had a shit ton of makeup on.
Oh my God, makeup? Can we talk about the senator's fucking assistant?
Oh my God.
It was like, she is not an Autumn. She does not need to be using all that dark. She had like black eye makeup on and red lipstick.
Yeah.
We don't do darks on both.
We don't.
No.
Well, thank you for teaching me that. But
no,
you're correct.
It's one or the other.
I know. Who did this movie?
Someone that is needs to go back to school is all I'm saying.
I know.
This is not a runway. This is a real life.
Okay. I don't know why my note says this. Yeah. I probably just typed it wrong, but I wrote boob called mad disease. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, you wrote it wrong because I wrote that too. That guy who I will from now on be calling fake Mickey Rourke. He set his coffee cup down on a book entitled Mad Disease.
Oh, yes. Okay, so it wasn't boob, it was book. Okay.
It's close. You learn a lot, and it's soft, and you like to touch it, but it's different.
It's different. They're all shapes and sizes. Everyone has different preferences.
Yep. There are different genres.
Someone in, like, the writer's room. Okay, I will say. Okay, another good thing about this movie was, though the CGI was bad, which I'm sure we'll dive into. The set design, was pretty good.
Was it?
Well, maybe, or maybe it was just on the nose for stupid people.
You know what it reminded me of, which would agree with your it's good set design. It reminded me of Last of Us 2, which if you haven't played it, you have no idea what I'm talking about and don't care.
I'm familiar with the game.
Okay. They spend a lot of time in an aquarium that in the apocalypse, so it's just like all fucked up and abandoned and everything. And this one was not abandoned. However, it could do the trick for sure. It was not pretty.
This movie, I just believed that they were in an aquarium the entire time.
Like, they fully rented out that aquarium for the fucking day. Probably a Sunday or a Monday maybe when there's low traffic.
Yeah.
And it would be cheap. And that's when they shot the movie, that entire movie in one fucking day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I bet the aquarium was the second most expensive, first being Vivica A. Fox.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And even that, I would be like, maybe she took a cut.
She was in one room the entire time.
She absolutely was until the end.
But that was like... That could have just been green screen. Like, I don't think Vivica A. Fox didn't meet one actor while filming that.
Oh, my God.
She was like, I will do this for some dumb reason. But I am not
You're going to give me a paycheck, and I only have a day to do this? Let's do it.
Yeah.
I have an afternoon free.
She's like, I need, what, $15K? I don't even know.
Oh my God. Every time they have a big name, they're like, okay, I assume, this is my thought. Okay, we've got a day. You only have to be there for one day. It's going to be in one room. You do all your lines, and people will just act off of that.
Yeah,
and it's perfect.
Oh,
That's what it is.
It's like Charlize Theron in the Fate and the Furious movie, where she's just like on a headset at some fucking desk. Like the entire movie, she's wearing dreadlocks or cornrows.
The fucking dreadlocks.
Like, she's not even in the movie. They're just like, okay, we got 2 days. You're going to say a bunch of lines into this headset.
And I get a cut of this movie, right?
Basically, yeah. But what I was going to say was, someone was in the writer's room, and they were like, oh my God, I just read up on this thing called Foreshadowing. Let's put a book.
Wait. Foreshadowing. Is that like when you have a 4 and there's a shadow on the wall of the 4? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and people are like, wait. Is this like the pronged 4 or the triangle 4?
We need to be specific here. We're shooting a movie.
Yeah, or is it an upside down chair? I don't know. And so he goes, let's put a textbook in the office of the guy who started
I'm listening.
the vaccine or the thing called Mad Disease. And everyone was like, that is so fucking good.
That is fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah. Someone called their mom after that, and they were like, dude, they liked the idea.
I'm going to get paid this time, Mom. I wrote down, I, all capital letters, bet that's foreshadowing. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that we're on the same wavelength on this. But it's also like reading, a Dr. Seuss book and being like, there's green eggs and ham.
I bet the next line's going to rhyme.
The next one's going to rhyme.
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote some else and I don't remember what it means. But then Skylar, for his birthday, is going to Shark Encounters.
Okay, yes.
I love Skylar.
Love Skylar.
Yep.
But what a tragic story. The time that we get with Skylar, that's his name, I presume, since you just said it, and I do not remember.
Because Mickey Rourke kept making fun of it because it was a girl's name.
Oh, that's right. We're like, do you know a male Skylar?
I don't know any Skylars.
I knew one in high school, and that her boyfriend at the time proposed to her at prom.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she made it was like a big emotional thing.
Gross.
And we're all just like, what the fuck? And then they like never got married.
Yeah, because gross. You're in high school.
Stupid. Yeah.
You're was like 10. Shut up.
I know. She like knew it was happening, but she pretended to be all surprised. Everyone was just like,
congratulations.
If I meet anyone and they're like, oh yeah, he proposed at prom, I'd be like, get out of my fucking house.
Your life is over.
I know,
Enjoy.
I know.
Never leave your house ever again.
Ever.
Because that's what teenagers do when they get married, I assume.
No, I know. Oh, I'm starting to see my first round of divorces from people my age. Yeah. That's a weird thing about being 28, 27.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't... Yeah. Seeing the first divorces go around, that's a weird scene.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Christian woman, and
yes, you are.
Once I get married, it is for the end.
Yes, I can tell you're Christian by your Apple Watch.
Yes, that's how everyone knows.
Wait, you got married at 27, right? 28?
26.
26, okay. Mm-hmm. I remember I looked up on Facebook once your anniversary, and then I did the math. Because I was like, Tressa has her shit together. When did she get married? Fuck! I need to get married soon.
No, you don't need to get married. Nobody needs to get married. It's just a paper that the government gives you. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Anyway.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Shark Encounters.
Oh, my God.
So Mickey Rourke is like low-key racist to Skylar. And like Skylar's like, hey, I'm an independent person. I'm going to go to nursing school. I'm super cool. I'm going to go see sharks on my fucking birthday. I'm awesome.
Yep.
And Mickey Rourke is like, you have a girl's name and you're here by yourself on your birthday and you're a nursing student? That's weird. And, you know, there have been plenty of times I've wanted to punch Mickey Rourke in the face. But fake Mickey Rourke, even more so.
He's the worst.
I think, and also I gotta like side whatever. That I keep calling him Mickey Rourke because he looks like Ricky Mork.
Ricky Mork. It sounds like Rick and Morty, so I see where you're going with that.
He looks like what Mickey Rourke thinks he looks like. Agree?
Oh, and that's why Mickey Rourke is so obsessed with getting plastic surgery.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Because, oh, wow.
You know, wow. Am I blowing your mind?
That was profound as fuck.
Because it was pretty fucking obvious to me. I think that if Mickey Rourke were to watch this movie, he'd be like, I need to make a couple calls.
Yeah, he would talk to his therapist about it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But you know he would never see a therapist because he's a man.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right.
He's a strong white man.
And I'll be honest, I only know about Mickey Rourke because of The Wrestler.
Right.
And Sin City. And because of all the jokes they make on him on 30 Rock. I don't know if you watched that show, but they make a lot
I did, and I loved it at the time. But he also was in some superhero movie where he was the villain.
Oh yeah, like one of the Iron Mans, right?
Yeah, it was an Iron Man, and he had like electric whips.
Oh yeah,
something, and there was a race car, and I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I've only seen.
You've already tuned me out.
Well, I didn't watch the Iron Mans.
Oh, you didn't watch the Iron Mans?
I know I need to.
I like the Iron Mans. All right, so okay, so fake Mickey Rourke is like, we gotta give these sharks this raw fish, and Skylar, I hated this. Skylar was like, whoa. They like to eat it raw. So do I. And that was the grossest, what I assume is a cunnilingus joke that ever was in a movie.
Yes. Because people stop calling vaginas fishes. Let's just stop it. Like so much.
Thank you.
It's disgusting. And I don't know when it started, but it's perpetuated by gay dudes.
Is it really? So it's your fault?
A little bit. But I mean, I don't. I'm a vagina-loving gay. I'm going to get a shirt that says that. Vagina-loving gay.
Looking up for number 1.
Hell yeah. Because some gay men have vaginas.
That's
and straight
true.
men.
That's true.
But yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw that, I was like, he must really like sushi. And that is male privilege.
That is gay white privilege. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pete Buttigieg. Can I make a comment or
no? Please.
The Sharknado joke.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Where he's like, "You would not want these sharks in a tornado."
And Skylar was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
So I did some research. I did. What's smaller than a half? I did fourth ass internet research or whatever. The director of this film, also directed Sharknado 4. Not the first 3.
Okay, so here's my stance on the Sharknado movies. They were all done by the same studio that did this movie.
Okay.
However, I refuse to acknowledge that their existence. They are the movies that shall not be named because they are way too self-aware and way too cutesy and like, hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Can you believe we did that? We're crazy. So
every like has been in the 2000s are like in it.
Right. So it's like the blockbuster version of an Asylum movie. Like if Asylum made a blockbuster, it would be a Sharknado. Totally. And I appreciate... fuck those movies.
I mean, I've seen like the first one.
I don't know which one I've seen, but I've seen one and I had a lot of fun watching it. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck these guys. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I prefer the try real hard, get Vivica A. Fox in a room for a day movies. I don't want to see Ian Ziering running all over Manhattan.
That name sounds super familiar. But
is that the guy's name from the 90210 and the star of Sharknadoes?
Sure. I don't know. Frankie Muniz is like 5'4", 5'5".
Okay, what?
Isn't that crazy? He's like in one of the Sharknadoes.
You know who else is?
Who?
That I was going to put in the theme song that I never got around to. Bismarcky. Bismarcky was, he just died. He was like a famous beatbox guy from the 80s and 90s. Oh. And he was like, he was in Men in Black as like an alien and he communicated through beatboxing. So good. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it was super cool.
I like that a lot.
And then he, in one of the Sharknadoes, I don't know which, but he owned the a pizza place and his name was Vinny. And he was just like, forget about it. I'm for sure. I'm a big black dude who's kind of Italian because that's what the role calls for. Bless. R.I.P.
R.I.P. But yeah, so him mentioning Sharknado is definitely like the director jerking himself off, or someone in the writer's room being like, I want to jerk off the director. I'm going to throw a Sharknado joke.
I'm going to get so hired for this next one. Aquarium of the Dead 2, here I come.
Yeah, Too Dead to Aquarium.
I'm glad that you brought that up because I didn't write that down because I thought that I would remember it, and I did not.
All right.
Okay. Asylum has a big problem with reaction instead of action.
Wait, who has a big problem?
The Asylum, the production company.
Yeah.
And I wrote down a note, and I don't know what part it's talking about because this whole fucking movie is like people going, oh my God, oh no, and no like shots of the action of any sort of like scary thing. It's just people reacting to it.
And like sometimes, like, I don't know, has like Baron ever been in like a play, like as a young kid? Okay. Well, like you ever see like a middle school play where like there's clearly one kid who's good at acting and the rest are just like,
I'm a tree.
And like, unless they're saying a line, they're just standing there on stage, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're absolutely right. Like some will be like reacting and then like the senator will just be like standing there.
I'm glad your play has a senator as well. Oh, look. Oh my God, why would a shark be in a tornado? Thank you.
There you go.
And then he was like, oh, sorry, it was a boomer joke.
Which, that's dumb.
It's so dumb. At 2021, which when this movie was made, come on, do better.
Oh my God. People quarantined to be in this movie.
Oh my God. No, I was watching the credits briefly, and there was like a COVID team that made sure everyone was like safe or whatever a COVID team does. And then I was like, Daniel, who is Mickey Rourke,
yes,
can suck my dick. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's a terrible person.
Yeah. And then the senator comes in. He's like, I got shit to do. I'm very important. I have an assistant, blah, blah, blah. And I realized the moral of this movie is white men suck.
They kind of do.
I mean, that's true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Okay. Question about the senator.
Yeah.
Okay, so one part was... Okay, well, actually... One, is he good or bad? Well, he's a dick.
He's a dick.
But there's a line where he goes, why would I want to conserve like a bar built in 1908 instead of demolishing that and building 31 affordable housing units?
Thank you. I was like so spaced out at that point. I was like, wait, this guy is not a dick? Like, I don't know what's going on.
So my question for you is he a Republican or is he a Democrat?
If he's going to like build affordable housing, he's a Democrat, because affordable housing to a Republican would mean a ghetto. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. And that's like the enemy of the state and white people. True.
But he also was not super about giving funding to the aquarium.
You know what? He's a fucking centrist. He's a liberal. He's not a leftist. He's a fucking liberal. He's the guy who's like, I'm going to like make these guys happy and these guys happy. And in doing so, everyone hates me. Or no, everybody loves me and everyone's unhappy. It's called compromise, Nate. Look into it.
See, only someone who has lived in Chicago for a long time and dealt with the politics here would get that. Because for me, I'm just like, fracking? Because I'm from Colorado. Like, politicians only like fracking or hate fracking, but we still frack.
Oh, yeah. Like, all right.
Okay.
Because Biden's like the best ever, even though he loves fracking. Oh, yeah. And then I noticed they padded the fuck out of the beginning of this movie with stock footage of aquariums.
Oh, my God.
It was like, here's a fish. Here's another fish. Here's some other animal that's aquatic. It's like, I know what an aquarium is. I don't necessarily need to see it.
Yeah.
Unless it's going to be fucking zombie fish. I don't care.
Which, honestly, a little bit bummed that we didn't get to see a whole lot.
You mean like nothing? We saw no zombie fish? Yeah, I noticed that.
We saw like the coolest part.
Uh-huh.
Or like, can we jump to that? Or like, is there like
no, go ahead. Okay. We can come back.
Okay. Like, the coolest CGI part for me was the dolphin. Because you got to at least look at it for a few seconds, and it smirked at the motherfucker before he like ate his neck. Or she, Hannah.
That shit was bananas.
That part I thought was kind of
cool. Because she was like, I'm gonna eat you. And he's like, what's going on? Is this dolphin alive? I'm confused. I'm just gonna sit here and let you chomp on my neck. Like, it was so... People, just go with your gut. If you feel like your neck's gonna get chomped on, you should move like 2 inches away from that table.
Yeah, or like, punch the dolphin.
Yes, absolutely. Punch the dead dolphin.
Punch the dead dolphin.
It's okay. It's already dead.
It's already dead. Oh, man.
All right. Then JDR, the doctor lady, she comes back and she's like, I don't know. They were like, oh, we can't talk to Meredith. I don't even remember what I called her originally. The manager lady, she comes to her and she's talking to the senator, and all of her like bruises and cuts are gone, and she's like, oh my God, this crazy shit's happening. We need to do something. And everyone's like, bro, that sounds crazy and stupid. I don't know what's going on. And then I don't even know what joke they said, but somebody was like, man, if that happened, we'd put it in the Maritime History Wing. There are so many jokes in this movie that are just like,
what? Why?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Why not bounce them off some people before you start writing jokes?
I also love how she walks in and she's like, this shit happened. And then they're just like, lockdown. Like, we will lock ourselves in here now.
It's absolutely the thing that needs to be done. And they find snot in places. Oh my God.
The phantom snot.
Like, they never show where the snot comes from. They're just like, oh, there's snot. The octopus must have been here. Why do you know that? Why do you think that? They have never shown the octopus to snot on stuff. Oh, yeah. And then, the guy got eaten by the octopus. 19 minutes in.
Which one?
The guy that was going to butcher Hannah. Hannah ate him. We already talked about it.
Oh, wait, I thought the guy got eaten by Hannah. That was going to kill Hannah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said octopus.
I might have and misspoke because I'm an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. And yeah, I was like, well, great. Another black guy dead.
Right. I think that was the point where I was like, I need to shut this off for a minute and walk away.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name, and I wish I did because I wanted to give him a fun nickname. Old Butchery. I don't know.
It seemed like he was kind of like love interest to Homegirl.
Wow, that's really digging. They would never mix races in this movie.
You're absolutely right.
Come on.
But it just felt like that they were good. Like, he understood how much she loved Hannah the dolphin.
He was Meredith's work husband.
Oh, is that who we're calling her? Meredith? That's right. Yeah.
I don't know. I might keep changing it. I don't remember.
That's what we could just do every time. Stacy. Yes,
Mary.
work husband. I thought Mickey Rourke and Meredith were like fucking.
Oh my God. They have to have some sort of history. Did they mention that at all? Because there had to have been some sort of like, you are the worst because we used to do it and now I'm mad at you.
Yeah, or like, I want to do you, but we gotta work.
They had a real will they, won't they, I don't give a shit vibe.
Yes. Okay, and also, Vivica A. Fox.
Yes!
Oh my God, finally we get introed to her.
Yes.
She's the head of security. Love that.
Fuck yeah, she is.
They're
She's
like,
fucking kicking ass and taking names on her fucking CV or whatever.
Yeah, on her fucking CGI desk.
Oh my God. Her office that she's working really hard on.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't understand that whole situation. Everything will be fixed if I stay in this room and turn on a computer, I guess.
That still doesn't work. No. Or like still doesn't do. She's like, good news.
Oh, the good news was not good news because it didn't happen.
It's like, good news. I found an outlet for your dead phone. Bad news. No electricity in this house.
Oh, so there's no good news? Is that what you're telling me?
But I found an outlet, so.
Oh, thank God. So, no good news then.
No good news. No. And that's just who she was.
No, that's who the writers were.
You're right.
She was above that.
She's hot. She looked hot.
Oh my God, she looks amazing. Oh my God, like even her hair was like, it's a little bit wiggy, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And like, no, she's on point.
She is. She is on point. And I like Kill Bill.
I did too.
I liked her in Kill. I think her story is very sad in Kill Bill. It makes me very sad to think about it.
I absolutely don't remember anything about Kill Bill except for the raping nurse and moving her feet in the truck.
Oh, yes. Well, the rape nurse gets his head slammed into a door multiple times until he dies, which I think is great.
Cool. Yeah.
I love seeing rapists die.
I love it when rapists are murdered violently. It's like one of my favorite things.
That's what this podcast is halfway through. We're just like, let's just talk about other movies. But yeah, so she's head of security. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love at the scene that you're talking about where like they all lock down. She's like, they're reanimated. They say reanimated like 9 times in this film, by the way.
Yeah. I think it was probably more, but yeah.
And they like say the whole like reanimated the vaccine or like not the vaccine, the fucking virus.
Yeah.
They go, it's viral. It's reanimation. And then Vivica's like, lock this fucker down. And then like 30 minutes later, they have that same interaction again where they just reiterate, but it's as if it's like a plot twist, but it's like, no.
Wait, what?
Like, we knew that.
So good.
So good.
There's a point where all the fish are trying to break, or they are successful with breaking the glass from the inside of the aquarium.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're called.
Almost too successful.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, people were confused whether they could break down the glass from the oxygen side, and Meredith was like, or whatever was like, no, I don't think so. We've got like blah, blah, blah layers of this, and then a layer of this, and then a layer of this. But the fish have, they have all the pressure of the water on their side, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I mean, I see what you're saying, but it sounds like full-on fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because, like, when you're building an aquarium, you're like, well, we're going to make sure this tank doesn't break.
Right, unless a fish knocks it with its nose. Like, these fish were, like, fucking the size of goldfish, and they were bumping their nose up against the tank, and they completely eviscerated this tank and flooded parts of the aquarium. And I still don't understand how parts of the aquarium were flooded, but not other parts.
Yeah, like the scene where they're like, if we go left...
Yeah, what?
We could go down a dry hallway or something. And then if we go right, it's soaked. And it's like, what? Are there stairs?
Here's the thing. Everything is on a different level. So we have pools, just in case. No, I do not agree to this.
I do remember the scene where it's like one angry piranha, like basically opened the entire thing.
Yes. There was one, okay, we come to this one point where there is one actress who we're not really told who she is or what she does, except for works for the aquarium. And then she just backs into like an aquarium corner with like glass behind her. And the next scene is like, ah, and her like screaming for help. And then Vivica A. Fox is like, oh no. So she's dead, I guess? Question mark?
It's like in Jurassic Park where the guy's like, I got to go to the bathroom. And then the T-Rex like
Yeah, but you don't get to see the T-Rex or the octopus or any sort of action whatsoever. You just have to assume that it happened.
Yeah. And Vivica was like screaming at her like, come back, I can hold the door open for you, come back. And then she dies, and it's almost as if like it happened like 6 feet away.
Absolutely.
And she's like, oh my God.
What? No. And then we go straight from that to Meredith and the senator and his assistant and June and Raphael. They're all in this room, I don't know which, but they're all like, where's my phone? If only I had my phone.
I left it charging.
No, yeah, we all have times where we don't know where our phone is. And this is very prescient. I get that.
Yes, but like...
But this senator hasn't had a fucking enough of these white women.
Oh, he was He's not okay.
Over it. He starts screaming at these women who can't find their phones.
He was getting like straight up annoyed.
I mean... He's a white man. He deserves better.
You know, he definitely thinks that, for sure.
Oh, her name was Christy. The woman that...
Christy?
Died, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, the assistant?
No, not the assistant. The one who was like, I'm backed into a corner.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm reacting to something above me.
You know, I will say this about the movie. Passes the Bechdel test.
Fair.
I am pulling up. I got to see if there is any. Okay. So on IMDb, there's always like trivia, like fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3. There are 3 of them. Do you want me to read them to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the first one is the 3rd film in the Zombies trilogy, but it's not.
No.
Zoombies.
Yes, I was going to mention that later.
Wait, do tell.
Well,
or do you want to hold on?
No. Here's the thing. At one point, the quote unquote firemen, I don't know who the fuck they were or what they were doing.
Fire them.
Thank you.
God, they were so bad.
Oh my God. They were doing nothing except, I don't want to do that. Anyway, at one point, they're like, oh, we can't get a hold of somebody because there's a situation at some other place. That other place was where Zoombies happen. It's a zoo zombie situation. So this is either a sequel or the same universe as the Zombie movies.
Okay. So have you seen that one?
No,
okay.
No. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, not until someone picks it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have those?
Yeah, it's for you, baby.
I love a fine Pilsner.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that's the 3rd. So wait, what are the names of the other ones? Like
Zoombies and Zoombies 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Okay. I thought it'd be like, Aquarium
Zoo of the Dead.
Yeah, or like Zoo of the Unliving. And then like what's like a 3rd thing? Like Zoo, Aquarium.
Nature pet
Pet zoo, petting zoo.
Petting zoo of the undead.
Of hell. Okay, so I want you to guess from this fact, how many days were they shooting, like filming?
High guess 7.
Wow. Okay. 6 days.
I told you it was a high guess.
That's good. That's good.
I told you. I'm very proud of myself. They rented that aquarium for like 2 slow days at the aquarium where they allowed it. And then Vivica A. Fox was on some other soundstage in quote unquote office. And then there's a green screen. 6 days. Done. And fucking done.
The other half of this is 6 days during the pandemic in 2020. So they were like, guys, my uncle does security at this aquarium.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh my God. That makes so much sense. It's quarantine. 2020. Aquarium's closed. You guys, let's make a fucking movie in the aquarium. Right? It could be like an offshoot of Zoombies.
Yeah. And he's like, my cousin does security.
Fucking Cliff is awesome. Let's totally tell him he'll let us in.
He'll totally let us in.
We won't even have to fucking pay for it.
That's probably exactly what happened.
Thank you.
And Vivica A. Fox is like, I want to be a strong female lead. And they were like, head of security. And she's like, done.
Can we shoot it in my house? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, and this is the 3rd fact. Second film together for Vivica A. Fox and DC Douglas. Their first was Sharknado 2.
I have my issues with those Sharknado movies. I don't know if I've made those clear, but...
I mean, honestly, you're turning me, so...
I mean, everyone should watch them just so they can know what I'm talking about.
I definitely watched the first one, and I forget all of it.
That's good. That's what it was meant for. Okay, so I was writing stuff down, and I may have misheard, but I thought I heard Vivica A. Fox say, the only communication we have with the outside world is our cell phones. Did she say that? Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Okay, let's pretend like she did, because I totally... It sounded... I could have sworn that's what she said, and it was like the most ridiculous statement. Like, oh no, how will we talk to anybody? All we have is cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
That's how everyone talks to everybody.
And like, even if you don't have service, if you dial 911, usually like like boosts your service or something.
If you have no like plan on anything, if you have an actual physical cell phone, you can call 911 and you're good.
And you're fine. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But for whatever reason, not in this shining sea aquarium.
And Skylar calls and says there's a fire. And that's why the completely incompetent fire dudes show up, and it's just two guys that are like, hey, what's going on? Not a fire truck to a huge aquarium. No, they just send two fucking dudes. They're like, oh, so anyway, I was thinking, no, quit your shit and see what's going on at the fucking zombie aquarium.
Right? And like, everyone knows in a fire you don't take an elevator.
Fuck yes! Oh my god! That was such a huge thing for me. I was like, okay.
What the fuck?
Everybody knows this, and he is a fucking fireman, and he's taking the elevator. He's like,
fucking elevator.
The one guy like unlocks the stair door, and he's like, okay, dude, I'm taking the elevator. And then they get to the top floor of wherever the fuck that elevator goes. And the guy that went up the stairs is like, are you okay? It's like, why did you ask that? You didn't see what was happening when the guy was going up the fucking elevator.
Yeah, you didn't know that there was an octopus in there.
Oh my god, I fucking hate these guys.
I know. And honestly, I kind of wish the guy died in the elevator. That would have been great.
Oh my god.
I would have loved to see an octopus fall on a guy and
Yes.
just devour him.
Yes, he
When we didn't get that.
deserved it.
He
He is a
definitely did.
terrible person, and he's bad at his job.
And he's bad at his fucking job.
so bad.
And what was it like? Was there a comment made like, it's an aquarium, there's water, we don't need to put out a fire or something? Or is that
Probably,
just making that?
I don't remember that, but probably.
They were just so
bad.
So bad. I hated those characters.
Oh my, like one of them was fake Bruce Campbell. The other one was like, I don't know, fake one guy that's in all the Asylum movies.
Dude, and like they're talking about like, he's like, are you gonna propose to your girlfriend or are you just a pussy? Like, what the fuck?
Only real men propose to their fucking girlfriends, you fucking pussy.
And then he's like, we can't take this 911 call right now. I'm too busy sack tapping this guy to propose to his girlfriend, no homo. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, question.
Wait, before the question.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard the term sack tapping, so I want to thank you for that.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. That's like, I guess maybe that's like a millennial middle school thing where guys would go up to each other and be like, sack tap.
Oh, no, we did that. It just didn't have the name sack tap, so
yeah.
Thank you.
Growing up gay is weird because you experience people bullying you and making fun of you for being gay, and then they're also like, oh, sack tap.
You're so gay if you like it when I kiss you.
Guys, I think he's queer. He didn't sack tap me back. He sack taps girls.
Stupid gays don't like it when I like hold their penises and like stroke them slowly.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm sorry. You got a question.
Oh, my question was, if there was a gay character in this movie, either A, who would it be, or B, throw them in the movie and what would happen to them? Like, tell me about the gay character in the film.
Absolutely. Hands down, number one, it would be Vivica A. Fox, and she would be like the mask lesbian, and she'd be like, all right, I got to take care of more fucking shit because you people are fucking idiots.
Yeah. You're so white. You're so white. You're so white.
Wait,
so
was that?
Correct.
Okay. Was that a slip, or did you mean to call me white over and over again like an asshole?
Nah, you're right. Because, yeah, of course. I mean, I don't think I've met a head of security that wasn't a lesbian.
True.
You know?
Yeah. They got their shit in order, and they know how to fucking do it.
Yes. And they're probably very meticulous, I would assume.
Did you have a different answer for that question?
You know, I like your answer. I like the direction that it went, and I'm cool with it. I don't need to give anything. But I think something that I have in my notes.
Yeah.
When they go to get the fucking hatchet or the axe.
Yes.
I like how that was like That was like a scene. Like if there was like chapters in film, there would be one called like The Axe.
A completely different improv scene from the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Like, okay, guys, after lunch, we need 3 hours to film the axe scene. And it starts off with him going, he goes, be careful, don't touch the fence. It's electrified. Electrified.
I thought there was no electricity. And then they were both like creeping like away from, oh my God. Such object work.
Object work, yes. Oh my God.
Chef's kiss.
I know. And then they get the axe. And then they go to another place, like a shed with more axes.
No, apparently. There were no more axes. Well, what are you talking about?
Well, he was trying to open something that I assumed they were going to get more axes.
Oh, you mean when they were going to go underground or inside the boat or wherever they were?
Yeah, it was right before the crabs attacked.
Right. But he had an axe.
Right.
And he's like, oh, this door's locked. What am I going to do? How about you use the axe to open the fucking door, you idiot?
Haven't you seen Jumanji?
Haven't you seen any movie ever?
Right. And like the lock was like a padlock that you used to lock your diary as a kid.
I could have broken that lock with a bobby pin and not even like trying to pick it, but breaking it. Fuck you not being able to open the door.
Right. And then the crabs attack. And I love how they all have the same gashes on their face.
That's because the crabs were all making the same motion on their body, and they were just like, oh, there's a crab on me, I guess, if there's animation later. Oh. Okay, but what you're forgetting is the reaction scene before that, where they were running away from the shark tank, but then they're by the otter tank.
The otter tank. This might have been when I peed.
Fair. And Skylar was like, oh my God, I've never seen otters act like that. And Mickey Rourke was like, yeah, me neither. We get no sense of what actually the otters were doing. They were just acting weird. Not how they usually do, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't assume. I don't want to make an ass out of you and me. I pointed to myself. All right.
They were all on different levels with reaction too.
Oh, absolutely, because they had nothing to act against.
No.
Welcome to the asylum.
Welcome to the asylum. So are we at the part where Skylar dies yet?
No, we are fucking barely halfway through this movie.
Jesus
Buckle
Christ.
the fuck in.
Oh my God. Okay, well, my notes are almost done because after a while I was like, I'm just going to fucking watch this thing.
Right? Okay, this is the first time we see the quote-unquote crocodile walking through.
Oh my fucking God.
And Skylar and Mickey are like, oh my God. Okay. It's a crocodile. Like, it's blind. It's all the zombies.
Oh yeah, they're all blind.
They're all blind. They got like white eyes.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking gives a shit. Oh no. This isn't with Skylar and Mickey. This is with the rest of them. The senator and his assistant. And Meredith, or whatever her name is, and
June, Diane Raphael.
Yes. They're all like, oh no.
This is
it's a crocodile. And then you see like an alligator duffel bag slowly moving on the bottom of the shot. And they're all just like peeking over like, ooh.
Like Scooby-Doo, like
absolutely like Scooby-Doo.
And Meredith is like, this is the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
And then they're like, okay, we think it's gone. And they like walk a foot and then they turn around like, oh my God, it's right there. And it has turned around and is like right in front of them. And there is absolutely, come on, guys, like, give us some exposition. We need to know how this happened because this crocodile is blind. It was going the other way. It cannot see you. Why is it chasing or looking at you guys?
Yeah, like at least have like, I don't know, blood dripping or something to chase them or something.
June Diane did have cuts on her face.
She did, but that you're giving too much credit to the writers.
Absolutely, and also they kept disappearing and then coming back.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. And sometimes they were just bruises, like on her cheek.
Yep.
Oh, man. And, like, the alligator had, like, zero significance. It was just, like, a thing to be afraid of.
Yeah, and it was, like, not scary. It was this very slowly moving blind thing that was just like, I'm just hanging out. Like, he didn't give a shit about anything. He couldn't tell that you were there. Absolutely no sense of urgency. They tried so fucking hard.
Yeah.
But no. Okay, when I say they tried so fucking hard, I mean they didn't really, but there were like elements where it's like, oh, I can see where you tried to put urgency there, but it doesn't work because I don't fucking give a shit.
And also, like, 2 of the actors are acting high level urgency, and then 2 of the other actors, like senator and assistant, are like, phone, where's and the girl, she's like, my book, I need to hold on to my agenda.
My binder,
my binder. Oh, God.
And then actually that's when the worst firemen were introduced.
Oh, yes.
But then after that is when the crabs are introduced. And my notes say, is that a crab? Yes. And then...
one was super big.
Oh, my God.
And then, okay, I thought he was going to take the hatchet and just, like, stab him and it would go, like, right through his face.
Right.
That would have been great horror there.
And also, it would make perfect sense to someone scared of a crab.
Yeah, but then they just, like, kick it.
Yeah, they just kick it, which makes it like, oh, so we don't have to kill it, just get it out of our way.
Yeah.
We're good. Also, they're just fucking fish and seafood. Who gives a shit?
Also, infected crab, now in ocean. Isn't that the whole point of the movie, to not have that happen?
Oh, you haven't seen Aquarium of the Dead 2, have you?
Wait, is that actually a thing?
No.
Oh. We could write it. We could.
Let's write it. This is basically the point of this entire podcast, is so I can write the next Asylum movie.
I need you to have Vivica A. Fox in that one come back.
Absolutely.
With a peg leg.
And
with like a fucking pirate leg.
Peg leg, not a zombie. She defeated something, but lost a leg, and now she's even more badass.
Yeah. That'd be so cool. She'd have an eye patch too, obviously.
Oh my God, obviously. Don't be stupid.
Yeah. No.
Come on.
Never. Okay, so then what? Where are we at?
Okay. So they did the crab, and then the door was locked, blah, blah, blah. How? Oh, yeah. Oh, but the next scene! Are you ready for the next scene?
I am.
Starfish.
Starfish.
Fucking.
Okay.
Starfish.
Is it true that starfish don't have blood?
I have no fucking idea. I just took that for what it was worth and went with it.
That entire film, that was the only time I go, huh, really? Or they're like, starfish don't have blood. They only have water running through their veins. And they don't have brains. And I go, I learned something.
That's so interesting. Asylum is so smart.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't Google it. You didn't fact check that all. You were just like, check.
I'll believe it.
I learned something.
And then they had a diagram of a starfish on a whiteboard.
To be fair, I did the same thing, so it's fine. So we're just gonna go with that totally real explanation of starfish. Oh, and then I wrote, ha ha ha, they got crabs. Starfish, they were a real problem. Walking super fast with their 5 legs or whatever they are. And they were all really terrified of these starfish. And then June is like beating the shit out of her jacket because there were starfish on the back, I guess. Oh my God.
Did you see the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling?
No.
Okay, I didn't care for it, but I also watched it stoned and at the age of 18, so I might like it now. But there's a very famous scene where he like goes crazy and a guy attacks him in an elevator. And it's one of those scenes where like someone's beating up another person and they, even though they're clearly dead, they keep on doing it.
Yeah.
And so he's just like stomping the shit out of this guy. But he was just like, and everyone's like, stop it, like let it go, you killed him. And he's like, I can't. That was fucking Homegirl with these starfish.
Thank you. Oh my God. Like, no, my notes are like, she fucking showed her jacket because there's no actual evidence that there are starfish on her jacket. It was just her beating the shit out of her own jacket. She went for it.
Dude, something happened. Like a starfish like fucked her husband or something.
Oh, for serious.
Because she has some vendetta or something against starfish.
She's got some vent up shit about some starfish. As a vet, she hates starfish.
Yeah. Even the senator, the stupid white guy, was like, this bitch has a thing with starfish.
He was like,
Which, okay, I feel like we haven't talked about the Senator enough.
Oh, we totally have not, because he sucks so hard and was so appropriate for this movie at the same time.
Yes. And I'm kind of glad he got in that situation.
Oh, and I'm not familiar. What situation are you talking about?
Oh, just being stuck in the aquarium. But just like his character, just like, you deserve it.
Yep. Yeah. No, this is what real people deal with. Aquariums run by zombies, zombie fish. Mm-hmm. This is what people deal with.
Representation matters.
Thank you. And you are a white man and you don't understand.
You're also right about that.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't been in that situation, how would you know?
Wow. You're right.
I know. I'm smart. But then Meredith talks to Vivica A. Fox, and Vivica A. Fox is like, Clue was like, okay, I'll have everything up and running in 30 minutes. And Meredith was like, oh my God, 30 minutes. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, 30 fucking minutes? I waited like 3 hours for my flight yesterday. Fuck you, 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes to wait for something, whether it's like zombies to go away or whatever. 30 minutes is a fucking boat ride.
It is literally like, go into a closet.
Thank you.
And hide. Like, and just make sure you don't get killed by a starfish.
Stay away from starfish. Get some citronella or whatever starfish don't like. You're fine. And then we jump to like Mickey Rourke, and he's like looking in the mirror, and he's like, this scar is going to get me so laid. And I was like, you know what? It will. And that's the only thing, because you are gross.
Yes. Okay. Like, it really did seem like him and Meredith were like a thing at the beginning. I can't get over that. Mm-hmm. Which
they really tried to plant that seed.
Yeah.
And I thought that maybe I had missed something. Like I was like not paying attention at some point, because these movies are breakneck speed. Mm-hmm. You don't know what's happening if you don't pay attention. But no, no, it was never fucking there. Okay, and then we jump back to the Senator, Meredith, and the Senator's confused, as we all would be if they were living dead creatures. Mm-hmm. And June is like, yeah, they're dead, but not dead. And she says it like, yeah, you fucking idiot. I already told you this. It's so fucking simple. Everybody knows. They're dead, but they're not, wink, wink, dead.
That was like, okay, we get that you had a traumatic morning, but like no one else knows what the fuck is going on. Okay, and I'll be real with homegirl scientist.
Sure.
I thought she was at a different aquarium at the beginning of the film. And I was like, I thought she was like the scene to the other aquarium that was like, we've had some serious trouble with this stuff, so throw it away. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so then when she just like stumbles drunk into the aquarium, I was like, oh damn, bitch, like how far did you walk? I was like so confused at first.
No, for real, because they like had this whole scene and they're like, okay, forget that. Here's a whole different situation. And then she stumbles into that situation and you're like, wait, is this the same day?
Yeah.
What? Is this the same place? All right, let's just let it roll.
Are we at the part with the walrus yet?
No, not even close.
Oh my God, I can't wait to talk about the walrus.
Okay, I'm skipping some stuff, and then Mickey Rourke is like, I don't feel good.
What the fuck was up with that?
I don't know. They didn't even like address it, except Skylar was like, I'm almost a nurse. Let me dress your wounds. All better.
He's like, drink this water.
Yeah, and that was the fucking end of it. I was like, awesome. We're going to have real fucking zombies. Guess what we did not have?
We had no Mickey Rourke. Excuse me. No Mickey Rourke zombies.
That is correct.
Yeah. Like, he was just dehydrated.
You've been doing a lot of physical
exertion.
You just needed a Gatorade. Fuck you, and also fuck you. Okay, so then we go back to the terrible firemen. They're outside God. And they're like, they keep like, oh, what's going on in there? Should we check shit out? And they're like on the phone with, I don't know, Fire Central, and they're like, we don't
Fires
see
are us.
Nothing's going on in there. We don't see anything. Everything's locked up. And then they're like walking around the perimeter and they see an alligator and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. An alligator / crocodile in an aquarium? How did that happen?
Hold up.
What? Okay, you guys, it's like next to a pool. It's outside.
It's warm.
It's gated up. Why is there so much terror in your reaction? I think you're bad at your job.
I think they're incredibly bad at their jobs.
I think that maybe they should go move to a small town, open a general store, maybe a coffee shop, but completely eliminate the fire aspect of your fucking job.
I would be so upset if I called 911 and those two showed up.
Oh my God. I'd be
like, defund the police.
A cab and also a fab.
a fab. The thing is, I really like firefighters for some reason. So, they're great. A fab sounds great. But
absolutely fabulous. I don't remember the last part.
I know. Gosh, they were just so... They've never been... That also might have been the scene that I peed in. There's a scene somewhere in the movie that I peed in.
I don't know if it was them or if it was Mickey Rourke and Skylar, but there was a scene of, not literally, but metaphorically, let's get out of here.
That's when they all met up as a group, right?
Nope. Much later.
Oh my God.
Well, because the next scene is when the sneaky ass starfish.
Oh my God.
More like, according to my notes, starbish. Hello.
Am I right, ladies? Am I right? Trust no bish.
Crawl into the assistant's planner /
Yeah.
What's that called?
Agenda? I don't know. Journal thing?
Yep, let's just call it that. And then, so that happens and everyone doesn't notice because whatever, starfish are everywhere and crawling all over the ground or whatever. I don't understand how this movie works. Okay, honest, real life, there's shit crawling on the ground. Do you notice it?
Every fucking time.
I would notice if a starfish shaped any size anything was crawling on the ground. I'd be like, no. I would notice if a fly was on the fucking ground.
Yeah. If a sponge was sucking blood out of me, I would fucking notice.
Absolutely. But no. They don't notice that they're crawling into her binder. That's the word I was looking for.
Binder.
Binder.
Yeah. The binder that she held on so tightly that cared more about that than her phone, apparently.
Absolutely. But she just left it on the ground for that 5 seconds or whatever.
We don't know.
Oh, and then they have to crawl through human-sized vents in the ceiling, which don't exist ever anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Die Hard ruined that for all of us.
Yep. But also, they weren't vents. They turned into what even was that? It was like they went through the vent and then all of a sudden they're in a full warehouse or... And
also, the beginning of the film, scientist girl, June, is there's something crawling in the air vents.
No, yes.
and then
multiple references to there's something crawling in the vents. Oh, I can see, hear whatever's going on above me in the vents. And I'm looking at the vents and, there's something up there.
We should go in them.
Absolutely. That is a great idea.
Best idea ever.
Let's do it because, what else are we going to do?
Right?
Let's just sit here and get eaten alive by starbishes? I don't think so.
Dude, Dumbledore was never there's a basilisk in the pipes.
Thank
Everyone
you.
go in the pipes.
Thank you.
Even Dumbledore, dumbest fucking wizard out there.
You watch your fucking mouth. But
okay,
also...
he's great. But, he's all the memes about making fun of him where he's detention in the Forbidden Forest. That's fine.
Death, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. R.I.P. Al.
Oh, yeah. So then somebody, I think June gets her phone.
Yes.
And she can't get a signal. And Skylar is like, oh, it's probably because of the building. And in my nursing school building, there's fiberglass and we can't get a signal and blah, blah, blah. And no, that's not how it works. She never noticed it before, but all of a sudden, I don't get a signal. No, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I do not approve of this.
They probably just have like T-Mobile.
They have Cricket.
They have Cricket. They have Boost Mobile.
Yep.
Yeah, because T-Mobile, I guess, is good in Chicago, so I've been told. But I'm a Verizon bitch.
Oh, Verizon till the end.
Yeah.
I'm all about big corporations.
Oh, yeah.
Then my notes say these guys dated for sure.
They they fucked once.
Oh, they absolutely had like a drunken work party and they hooked up and it was just like embarrassing for her and
yeah, because like he probably had a mullet at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? He would have one now if it wasn't frowned upon.
I know. Well, they're kind of making a comeback now.
Yeah, but he's not that cool.
Yeah.
And now the walrus comes.
The fucking walrus. Oh my God. The fucking walrus.
The walrus comes in. As the crocodile's coming in, I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be a dope ass walrus crocodile fight. I'm into it. Guess what doesn't happen?
None of that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But it was weird because he goes, the foreshadowing. The foreshadowing is very inconsistent in this film. Because at the beginning, Skylar's like, I would love to see a walrus and a shark fight.
Yeah.
And they thought, I was like, am I going to fucking see that?
Oh my God.
But no.
No, you're not going to see that. Not even going to be close to that. Not the same species. And also not a fight.
Not a fight.
Fuck
but
you guys.
We did get our second black person death. Sorry, person of color. But
I mean, BIPOC. It's fine. But yeah, no.
On his birthday too. That's so sad.
Fucking birthday. I mean, his gravestone is it's gonna look cool as fuck, but at the same time, he was not the one that deserved to die.
No.
Mickey Rourke should have died. Meredith, anyone else.
Definitely. Yeah. Dude, and he fucking got killed by that walrus.
Oh my God.
Like, that was a lot.
Not necessary. Like,
I know.
He was not the one to die in this movie. And he was not the one to die like that, especially by a walrus, because he was like, at the beginning, he was like, walrus are my jam.
Yeah.
And he was all into it. I mean, if you're going to die, I guess maybe, but.
Not good.
Like,
And that was right before, that was like when Vivica A. Fox was like, we have access to the portals, but I can't unlock.
Good news, bad news.
Good news, bad news. And then they go, oh, we got to go to the shark room. And everyone was like, oh, gee, Willikers. Like, not the shark room.
Oh, okay. All right. So now they are trying to distract the crocodile. And June is like, oh, they're distracted by sound. I'm going to record me saying this really stupid long thing that nobody gives a shit about except for me. And then I'm going to throw my phone. And then the crocodile will chase it. Okay. As a phone owner, I know that recording will stop playing and then it will be silent.
Yes. We all use voice memos because we do stand-up comedy.
Thank you. So my question is, did she have no music recorded or downloaded on her sound?
Oh my God, you're phone? Right. Yeah, like play.
There were so many things that she could have done.
Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf is 10 minutes long.
Thank you. Fucking 2012 by Rush, half an hour long.
Oh my God.
Fucking throw it.
Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Thank you.
Throw him down the hall.
So many better options.
And like at first I thought she was gonna like Sigourney Weaver and Avatar this shit and die for science.
Okay, all I know about Avatar is that they have penis hair. That's all I know. And if I'm wrong about that, don't correct me.
I cannot confirm or deny, to be honest. But she's like recording. I thought she was like recording like her science notes, and then was gonna be like, "Give it to the president," and then she was gonna get like killed. I thought she was like sacrificing herself in the name of science.
No, but she did nothing. She just threw her phone. I can't access anybody from the outside world because I threw my memo.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. But
you are a scientist. You fucking know better.
Does she though?
No.
Oh man, they escape. And at this point, homegirl assistant, she's fading, right? Are we at that part?
Let's see.
Does your cup say the pussycat?
It does. It's my glass. It's my favorite.
Oh, I love that. I love a favorite glass.
I do too. There's a scene, and I don't even remember what's happening because I didn't write it down, but they were like, the senator and Meredith are like having this conversation, and they keep cutting to June, who is nodding furiously. She's just like, and it's like the same shot like 3 times, and I think they just doubled it up because it makes no sense, and she's really adamant about it, and I don't give a shit. And then, okay, so now they're walking through. They're walking through the aquarium, and they're trying to get to some place I don't give a shit about. And they stop. They hear something. And instead of, like, keep going, they have to stop and look to see what it is so it can catch up.
Wait. Yes? This is definitely the part where I peed.
You peed a lot.
No, I peed once.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm not even fucking pausing. Because I feel like I remember coming back, and that was when they were stepping over the sharks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're peeing right now. So what happened is, at some point, Mickey Rourke was like, where are the other sharks? And then the senator's like, who cares? Why would we care about the rest? Like, he made it sound like he had said, like, the rest. And he was like, no, I didn't say the rest. I said, where are the fucking others? Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Reaction shots, action shots.
Yeah.
Oh, stuff is going on. And then they start walking very carefully, or stepping over very carefully.
That was so weird for me.
It was the weirdest because A, they were paper mache sharks, and B, they were taking big ass steps.
Yeah.
It was like, the shark is not that big.
They zoom out at the end, and it's like, dude, I could have fucking heel clicked over these fuckers. Like,
thank you.
Why are we making a big deal?
Yeah, no, every single person was like, I have to step over this as if it's like 10 feet wide and
they're
lift
like
my
crying.
It's so
I just want to live.
No, you guys are stupid and you don't deserve to live.
And homegirl assistant is like, I'm fainting.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first time I see that,
so cold.
She's like, I can't do this by myself. And the first time I see that, I'm like, well, bitch, just drink some water. like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, that's a word for him.
But she gets guided over, and then homegirl scientist June just fucks up the party.
She's like taking too big a step. She's like, this like 2-foot wide shark. I better like give it a wide breach. And then what? This shark is reanimated somehow? I would have never suspected it. Oh my God. Just, we are not doing this way.
I know. And like, okay, if you're going to step over a shark, step over their tail.
What?
Maybe not step over the thing that they'll bite you with.
That's crazy.
You know what? We would definitely have survived. We would have lived this movie.
Let me say this. I will not survive a zombie apocalypse. I will get eaten immediately because I'm an idiot. But I would survive an aquarium zombie apocalypse, hands down, no questions asked, not a problem.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, honestly, probably same. Probably, I would have used that axe and I would have busted a hole in the sliding glass door.
That fucking axe that like time travels and like shows up places it doesn't need to be. So, assistant lady.
Oh my God.
She's like, she has a starfish on her gut or whatever,
her abdomen, yeah,
because it was in her binder, I guess. I hate this lady. I hate these government people always putting their nose in my business, and you know what I'm saying.
It's like a metaphor for like
libertarianism.
Yeah, which I saw a Family Guy episode about, so I don't know how I feel about it, but I think it's fine. But okay. Something that I thought that they would allude more to, which I felt like the theme was there, but they never really touched on it, was like Senator and Assistant Lady were there at the beginning, so Meredith could pitch like, we need Amazon Web Services, we need iCloud, we need better everything, we need better tech.
Yeah, we need technology.
And clearly the issue with why they couldn't get out of the aquarium was the bad technology that she asked for. And never at one point was he like, man, I've really seen the light. We got to get you on that AWS. You know, like we got to get you. Let's call Cisco right now. Or whatever fucking computer company.
Yeah.
Like,
nope.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No, because nope, didn't matter.
And what did they use to take the starfish off? Like a pen?
That's in my notes too.
Oh, yeah?
She was like trying to pry that bish off with a pen. And I was like, just fucking grab it. Just grab the thing and pull it off. Oh, it's got tendrils in there. Who cares? She's about to die. Just fucking grab it.
Her blood.
Nope. Oh, I can't get it. And then Meredith was so upset. You didn't fucking try, okay?
She was crying over someone she'd never met before.
Never ever. She doesn't give a shit. No, you don't. No. You don't get to. You have no.
We're putting a pin in the way Meredith cries because I will bring it up later because I have notes.
Fair.
And I love how June was like. It was almost as if like, did you ever like Scrubs or ER where they're like, just call it, call time of death. Like that's what she was like to Meredith. She's like, she's gone, Meredith. Just call it. Like,
we've got other patients to get to.
She's like, oh my god.
Nope, you don't get to do any of that.
And then Senator dude
they just really gave up. They were just like,
yeah.
We don't have cell phones, so we probably can't fix her. It's fine.
Yeah, but then he's out 2 minutes later, right?
Yes. And I hate saying this is what I wrote, but I mean, I'm pretty genius when I write something.
No, I know. I've worked with you in the past. I would like to hear this now.
Fair. And this is where I wrote, I know there's a really good Jay Leno joke about the octopus killing the senator. I just can't find it.
That's really fucking funny.
I know, right? I didn't even have to write the joke. I just had to allude to it.
Oh my God. Jay Leno would, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the octopus killing the senator? Oh my God. We can think of something right now.
Let's not, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting to the end. Oh boy, I'm so glad.
In the end, I'm like watching all this shit happen.
Yep.
We get to the end. Mm-hmm. This is what I do during movies I hate, where I'll hit pause and be like, how much longer do I have left?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, there's 7 minutes left in this movie. But I'm like, I feel like there could at least be 12. But like just the way that things, I'm like, things are going to wrap up quick. And boy, do they do.
Oh, yeah. No, you're like, oh, things could wrap up quick, but they could have also done so a lot faster 10 minutes ago.
Exactly. Like the middle part of this movie could have been not what it was.
It could be non-existent. Agreed.
June is stump-legged or
oh, no. She got... Well, we didn't even talk about how after walking over the papier-mâché sharks, that one of them bites her towards the end, which I have a really good photo of. It's beautiful. So it just grabs her by the leg, and that's it. That's fine. We're done with that scene. It's whatever.
That's her big... In her acting reel, she'll be like, this is me experiencing pain.
Oh my God, that is so good. So one of the next coming up scenes is Meredith swinging over some water because you can see animated sharks in the water and they're trying not to go in the water. But there is a shot. Oh my God. There's a shot where she is swinging over this area, but right below her is a walkway.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Like I saw it and I was like, did I just see that? There is a fucking walkway right below her that if she had just like let go, she could have just walked across. Like there was no issue whatsoever. I did not notice that. Yeah. It was very quick. Well, not very quick, but it was quick. And it was like.
And Mickey Rourke is like. The whole time. Like I don't even know
that's his whole movie.
Yeah. Like she's buff. Mm-hmm. But he could have done all of that instead.
Yeah, but he's Mickey Rourke, so fuck
true.
that.
Yeah, true.
And I didn't really want to mention it. Can we talk about her, like,
her gay tattoos?
Yes! They're so bad.
They're so bad.
Like, lots of writing. Sorry.
I know. It's like sad Angelina Jolie tattoos, you know?
But they kept them all in. They didn't make her cover them up.
Yeah.
I respect that they didn't make her cover them up, but at the same time, they're dope.
I know. And then we get to the final boss.
The best part.
Oh my God. Vivica A. Fox.
Yes!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. She has her own axe.
This axe that comes out of nowhere.
And she goes, looks like I'm having calamari tonight.
I'm sorry. What she says is, deep fried calamari.
Which, okay, calamari squid, not octopus. I just need to say that.
I think you're being a little bit picky, but yes, I agree.
Like, she said that, I go, but isn't like the octopus the bad guy here? And there's no squid.
And to be fair, a lot of calamari is actually pork anus. So
really?
Yeah, that's why it's cheap.
Oof. I don't like calamari.
I don't either. It's too chewy.
It's, way too chewy.
That's when it's pork anus.
Oof. I do like seafood, though. I'll eat scallops.
I love scallops.
Yeah.
I don't love lobster. I could pass over lobster every day.
What about, like, crab?
I like crab.
Crab's good. I just dip that shit in butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about garlic seafood. I like shrimp.
Shrimp.
I don't love lobster. Everyone loves it.
Interesting.
Did you know about how in like the 1800s servants like revolted because they were fed lobster too often because it was basically the insect of the sea?
Damn.
I know, right?
Wow, that's white privilege at a whole new level.
I mean, at the time they thought it was gross, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Vivica A. Fox is like, looks like I'm having, what is it? Grilled calamari or deep fried?
Deep fried calamari.
But she just jumps in.
Okay.
She kills herself.
No. She jumps in like head first, axe in both of her arms. She's gonna fucking kill this octopus. And the next shot is her falling backwards. Like, what the fuck happened in like a millisecond of us seeing her jumping to kill this octopus?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Like, it was so out of the blue. And no, this isn't what just happened. She was gonna save the day.
It made zero. I was so pissed off, and I was like, and now the third black person died. Let's move on.
Yeah, like that's how it seemed. Like there was no reason for her to die because she was on top of it. She was Clue.
And Meredith cried.
Oh, shut the fuck
the
up.
same fucking way she did for the assistant. And I'm just like, what are you doing here?
Why? Oh, but then she's gonna go walk through more walkways that she didn't see when she was like whatever, and she finds the circuit. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's turning something on. I don't give a shit. And there's like a sparking cable, and she's like, oh, that's weird, and just ignores it. And then lo and behold, there's a crazy animated giant octopus coming towards her. So she's got to kill that shit with that cable she ignored.
Wow. Placed so conveniently there.
Oh my God.
It would have made more sense if they were like, hold on to this flare gun just in case.
Right.
But instead it was like some arbitrary Deus Ex Machina. Like, oh, thank God.
Nobody's going to acknowledge the fact that there's this cut cable that's sparking. Like, maybe we should... What does that go to? Why is it sparking?
And also, like...
Is this a problem?
The octopus dies, and now the world is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still an aquarium filled with...
Nope, it's safe.
Literally,
safe.
It's fine.
It's totally safe.
Like, she kills it. She's like, and finally.
And massage.
Massage. I'm going to go punch that dude I fucked once.
Okay, so she, before she like puts the cable towards the octopus, there's this really great shot where the animated octopus coming towards her. And then there's a shot of obviously a fake octopus being thrown at her. It's so good. It's delicious. Anyway, so then the world is saved. It's all good, whatever. And they go outside.
Crabs escaped earlier, but it's fine.
Semantics. And the fire guy describes his job and why he can't arrest Daniel for not destroying medicine or whatever he did.
Yeah.
I love that he was just like, ma'am, this is my job. And then he like does this paragraph of like, I'm not going to go through it because I don't remember it. It's like, oh,
Same.
Thank you, sir. Because I had no idea what you were doing because you were a fucking idiot.
Because you took the fucking elevator in a
during
fire.
an emergency.
Or was it the other guy? I can't remember.
No, it was that guy.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. And then the movie ended or whatever. Who gives a shit? Nate.
Oh my gosh.
What would you title this movie?
Oh my gosh.
Given the chance.
This might be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Aquarium of the Damned.
I mean, that's the same fucking thing.
I know, right?
You gotta give me something better.
I had something else, but then I just...
Okay, to be fair, the title was fairly descriptive and accurate for this movie, which is rare for the Asylum. So I will give you that.
I would call it The Viral Dolphin.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I would have liked to see more of Hannah, to be honest.
Oh my God, you know what? They brought her out, they made me love her, and then she was gone.
And in a way, she was kind of like the catalyst.
Absolutely.
And if they could have had an intro, they could have replaced the octopus with the dolphin.
Yeah.
And its death at the beginning.
Yeah.
Could have been the beginning scene with the octopus could have been Hannah's death.
I mean, that would have been dope.
Yeah, and then the final battle could have been between the dolphin and her, and she's like, I have to kill this dolphin even though I loved it.
Oh,
now that's a good fucking movie.
We should write movies.
Right? The viral. Okay, so wait, do you have a name for yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
My title is The Importance of Government Funding. The end.
Oh, God.
I never checked to see if there's like post-credit scenes because Jesus Christ, I just sat through a whole fucking movie of this bullshit.
No, this isn't Marvel.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I always feel like this movie still has like 5 minutes left of just credits. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, so what's going on? Nate, what do you got to plug?
So wait, was there a post-credit scene?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking that while I like zoomed through the credits. I was like, should I watch? No, I don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah, because I still have like 24 hours left on my Amazon rental. So maybe I'll go check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotta plug. Shit, I am up and coming right now.
I know.
I need to. It's okay. So I just turned 28, which is crazy.
That's scary.
I know, because when you met me, I was
26.
26. I was turning. No, you met me at 25. Because on my 26th birthday, you gave me that, which I still have, the flask that's in the shape of a banana.
I was just thinking about that.
And I would take that out and I'd stuff it in my pocket. And I wouldn't take it out. And I would always get away with it because I'm like,
what?
Yeah, what? It is a banana in my pocket. No.
I'm just happy to see you.
Yeah.
What?
And one of my big goals is post-COVID everything, like getting back into stand-up. So I don't have any shows coming up yet, but...
That's because you keep going out of town, because I keep trying to put you on shows, and you're like, I have to be a maid of honor, or whatever you do. I don't know.
I'm at a fucking wedding in 2 weeks, so... Which I can't make your show, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, whatever. We'll just lose touch and never talk again. That's fine.
That's so not true. But I am gonna... No, it's like my goal for... I'm gonna like stay in Chicago and like... Wait, do you get to plug things now? Do I ask you now?
No, because I talk about my shit all the time. About how awesome I am and I do awesome shit
really
all the
awesome.
time.
Yeah, Baron doesn't know how lucky he is.
He doesn't. He thinks that I'm gross and weird because I'm old.
You are not old.
I mean, compared to a 16-year-old, I'm old AF.
Oh, true. But...
That's fine. I got no problem with that.
16-year-olds, they just don't know. They're not going to know for another 10 years, just so you know. But by then, aliens will have taken over the world.
Absolutely.
I fucking hope.
Oh my God. I just want to go, quote unquote, home.
Oh, wait, I had a question. I was going to ask you another question
Please
about this movie. Okay, if there was a sequel, what would the plot be?
What would the plot be? You made me think of it earlier, where those crabs that they threw over the submarine or whatever boat they were on, they go overboard and they infect the ocean. And then it would be not just like a quaint, like, oh, we can keep this like encapsulated or whatever. It completely encapsulated the whole entire planet because nobody knows what's going on in the ocean. So like everything in the ocean gets infected. And then in the sequel, we actually get to see shit happen instead of people being like, oh, no, fuck that. I hate you for doing that to me. No.
That's rude.
Show me.
It's honestly rude. I liked the dolphin scene. That was a scary looking dolphin.
That was a great dolphin. And that was like one of the very few, if not only, scenes where they actually showed some good shit.
Yeah, I was into that.
Yes, for sure.
I have this theory that I think about when I'm high a lot.
Do tell.
Which is like in 3 million years, the life on planet Earth is going to be like human-sized versions of like the weird small shit we see in the ocean.
I love it.
Like, just like they're going to finally come up and they're going to evolve and we're all going to die because we're going to kill each other.
Yeah.
And like the world's going to be super hot because of global warming. Yeah. And so it's going to be like this weird type of species that became what it was and learned how to like adapt. Because that's the cool thing about, not a cool thing, but the thing that kind of makes me comfortable about global warming is like, regardless, Earth is going to survive.
Oh, absolutely. They don't need us and absolutely should just like kill us off because we suck.
And when humans and all the animals up here die, the things on the ocean, they're going to finally come up. And like 2 million years from now, like anglerfish, but like with fucking giraffe legs are going to be like, you know, like that kind of stuff.
I love it. So
that's what I like about the ocean. Yeah, I remember learning about that in like high school where like if you took a fish from the bottom of the ocean and brought it up, it'd like explode.
Right.
Because it has all the PSI or whatever.
And everyone's like, check out this ugly fish. No, it's not an ugly fish. You're an ugly human.
You're an ugly human with an ugly heart. And anglerfish are fucking scary.
Oh my God.
They're all women. The scary ones are women.
Really?
Yeah, they're the most sexual dimorphic animal in the world. Because a male anglerfish is like a little tadpole. Yeah. And he just swims around. And then he sees a woman one. And he bites onto her. And she literally, just gets sucked into her. He like decomposes in. She like sucks him in. And that's how he inseminates her. And that's how they have more kids.
That's how it should be with humans.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I saw a picture of a tadpole that was a foot long. It was like a 3-year-old tadpole that never like evolved or whatever into an actual frog. It just kept growing as a tadpole.
That's
yeah, it was gross and kind of awesome that it was just that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, right?
That's kind of like, I wonder what caused that.
Probably the vaccine.
Democrats, anti-frog.
Gay frogs.
All frogs are gay.
I mean, that's true everywhere, right?
Maybe. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Dude.
I want to come on again.
No, you have to come on again.
Because, I would love to come back. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Of course. I was like watching Pose last night on Netflix. I finished an episode and I was like, fuck, I gotta watch Aquarium of the Dead. And so I like put it on And it started and like my roommate came home with her boyfriend and they were just like, what the fuck are you watching? Because like usually I'm watching like acclaimed television or film.
Of course. La, la,
yeah.
la, la, la.
And then I told them the story and they're like, oh, that's really funny. And then so they watched the last half with me and they were like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, oh, you're sick. I'm so sorry, honey.
Yeah. And then at the very end I go, that was a movie.
I mean, it was at least 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it was like just under an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I looked it up.
It seemed like so much longer.
Yeah. At the halfway point, I was like, I'm halfway through this thing.
I'm like, seriously? Like, Are we not done with this shit yet?
You said it perfectly. You're like, the middle part could have been cut in half.
I love them deeply with my heart and hate them equally.
I love how much you hate them.
Do you love how much I love them? Because it's equal.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait to watch another one.
I know. Just looking at the movie posters on the website, I just get so fucking giddy because they look so good / horrible.
I know. I tried to get my friend to watch this with me, and I even sent her the trailer, but her schedule just didn't work out.
She's like, "Oh, I can't.
I gotta go really volunteer." She was trying to think of anything.
I gotta go make shoes for homeless dogs. I'm so sorry. Anyway, thank you so much, and I apologize deeply for making you watch this.
You know what? It's okay. That's what our friends for.
Oh my god! I love you so much.
I love you. Cheers.
Cheers.
to Meredith.
Meredith. No, to Vivica. I'm
Vivica.
sorry, to Clue.
To Clue. R.I.P. Clue. Until the sequel where she comes back.
Oh yeah, she for sure is coming back with a peg leg and an eye patch, and she's gonna fucking rule the world. She's gonna be like the president of the world. Oh right, even though
then she got electrocuted.
Axe disappeared miraculously. Like whatever. Kisses. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you everyone for listening. Have a great afternoon or whatever. Bye. Love you.
Goodbye.